here. Hope everyone's doing well today. We are currently live on both YouTube and LinkedIn, actually, and TikTok today. We've got the live going on there, so that's great. Kind of blending the audience a little bit. That's perfect. We'll probably start a couple minutes after 12, so get comfortable, join in, guys. Take your time. Welcome in. Let me open up the chat, make sure that's good to go. Beautiful. Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving as well. Heck yeah. I don't know why it feels so long ago. Thanksgiving already. It feels a long time ago. Oh, it was just yesterday. Black Friday shopping today, and you want to dropping down some good deals? Let me know. Yeah, today we're really pushing. Let me double check. Live's good. Okay, yeah. So today we're really pushing some of the Q&As that I've seen recently on both my posts and on school. We're gonna kind of cover a lot of those today. So yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Just make sure the live is good to go on both YouTube. Yep, that looks solid. Yeah, today we're looks good. Let me know. Yeah, today we're really pushing. Looks good over on LinkedIn as well. Very nice. Okay, how's it going, Josh? Good to see you in here. Some of the Q&As that I've seen recently. All as well. Both my posts on school. We're gonna kind of cover a lot of those today. Arif, good to see you here. Jordan, good to see you in the chat as well. Efwe, good to see you. Pedro, hope to see you as well. Actually, Nashif, good to see you. Michael, what's up, guys? Yo. Okay, yeah, so today we're really pushing some of the over on the YouTube. We got that going. Very nice. Good. Kind of cover a lot of those today. So, all right. Yeah, I'll give everyone a couple more minutes to get in here, and then we'll kind of start. We'll start this session today with some Q&A. So if you have any questions on my systems, maybe something you've been struggling with lately, maybe you just have a question about my life, about maybe your own journey, you can ask away. I'm an open book today. We've got about 45 minutes of live streaming today, so you can ask me anything. You have plenty of time to go over whatever you have questions on. We'll go over that today. I had actually a small list of names just in case I wanted to ask specifically. Ask whatever you want. So if you have any questions, ask it. You can drop questions in the live here on LinkedIn. You can do it on YouTube, on TikTok, whatever platform you're on currurnly. You can drop questions there. All right. Yeah, I'll give everyone a couple minutes to get in here, and then we'll kind of start. Yeah, so you guys can drop questions anywhere there. We're going to also celebrate some of the new school members. We've got a lot of new school members actually joining the community lately. So we're going to go over some of those new members. And then we're also going to go over some of my new 2026 LinkedIn systems for the start of next year. We're coming to an end. We're in December almost, and it's been a great year. We've done a lot. We've actually gone through a lot of new systems, but we do have quite a bit of new updates, new strategies, new findings, what's working, what's not working for both inbound, outbound. We've got so many new things. So we'll kind of go over that today, and you can ask any questions if you have it throughout the live. So I'm excited to go through that. But we'll give everyone a couple more minutes, and then we'll start diving into the Q&A. So you guys can drop questions anywhere there. We're going to also celebrate some of the new school members. We've got a lot of new school members actually. Yo, and Josh, good to see you over on the YouTube end. So you were here. I think you were here last week too. Heck yeah. Good to see you as well. Go over some of my new 2026. I guess another thing we could do is break down the. And it's been a great year. We actually have a really solid idea for the end of this live systems, but we do have quite a bit of new updates, new strategies. My window, these guys are new findings, what's working, what's not working for both inbound, outbound. Okay, so we could do here now. So we'll kind of go over that today, and you can ask any questions if you have it. You can throughout the live, so I'm excited to go through that. But we'll give everyone a couple more minutes, and then we'll start diving into the Q&A. I think we have desktop audio. Okay. All right, looks good now. Okay. All right, guys, I'll give everyone a couple more minutes. 12:02, we'll start in about 2 to 3 minutes, so feel free to ask any questions in the school as well. I see some of you guys over in the school already, so feel free to ask any questions there. We've got a bulletin board you can actually drop questions in. I'm actually share my screen now. Okay, we'll go to this one. Okay, so yeah, if you guys are in the school currently, you can now drop in any questions you have. If you'd like to ask anything here, feel free. We've got this post as well, which has some questions here, which I'll go over in just a minute. Make this a little smaller for everyone. Beautiful. Yo, and Ryan, good to see you, man. How's everything on your end going? Thanks for popping into all the YouTube videos as well. Appreciate it. Got lots of good content going. I'm actually filming a new YouTube video right after this live, so that'll go out in 2 days. I will cover quite a bit of the information today, and then you'll get the full system on Sunday. So that'll be coming up in a couple days. Okay. All right. right. Looks like we got quite a few people in here already on all platforms. So we'll go ahead and get started on some questions here. And then if you do miss anything, this is going to be recorded. It's posted on YouTube. It's posted on TikTok. It's also posted on LinkedIn. It's also posted on my school. So you've got plenty of information everywhere. If you miss anything, it's all going to be there. So we'll start off with the LinkedIn questions I had here. I had a couple questions actually today that just dropped in here. One from Justin, and then one from Celine. I know Celine just joined. We can actually go through some of the new members really quick as well. I'd love to welcome you guys in. I saw a couple of you guys in here. Pablo, I did see you in the chat, but we had Pablo who just joined, so welcome in, man. Lizzie just joined as well from Mexico. We got one from Spain, which is amazing. I saw Wayne. He is from, I think he's from UK, but he just joined as well. He's got some really good information on his LinkedIn. He does a lot of entrepreneur stuff, so I had him join in. That's awesome. And Oli, good to see you as well. How's it going, man? Thanks for joining today. What's up, Adam? Good to see you as well. And then Celine, I'm glad you made it in today. We're just going over some of the new members right now. So you were indeed, where are you? We got Steven who joined today actually as well. Steven is, I believe, in the US. We got Woody who is in Pearland, Texas. Let's go. Celine, you're in the chat. Whoop whoop. Let's go. She just joins. She's helping high achieving women 40 plus lose the weight, feel confident again, and live in the body that matches their success, which is amazing. She was invited by Michael, which is awesome. So welcome in, guys. Great to have you here. And then we also had John. He joined as well. Amazing. He's from the AI market. We had Chelsea from Singapore, actually. She reached out to me on LinkedIn, so she joined in the school. Amazing to have you here. Andrew, awesome to have you as well. Pottstown, I don't know where that is. That's an interesting one, but he had some awesome stuff over on LinkedIn, so made sure that he joined in. That was great. And then lastly, let's see, we had to do a couple more. We had Ahmed who came from Amsterdam. Let's go. He had some awesome stuff on LinkedIn as well. He's an AI video guy, so it's pretty epic. And then we had Artur from PL, Warsaw, Poland. Epic. Been there. And then we had Solomon. He came from, I can't remember where he came from. And then Matt, awesome to have you as well from Manchester. Emily, great to have you here. And then that was it for the last couple of days. So perfect. Yeah, great to have you guys here. We have lots of new stuff to go over, lots of new systems, and a lot of new community stuff happening. For those of you who just got here, Celine from US. Okay, got it. Awesome. Yeah, if you guys just got here, though, the calendar is updated for the next few days. Of course, today is our LinkedIn Live. We're going over some new systems. I also added some calendar items for next month, Friday the 5th. We've got our outbound strategy. I know last week, we talked about how we wanted to do some outbound strategies, outbound DMs, connections, that kind of thing. So on December 5th, that's going to be at 12 p.m. We're going to be going over outbound. So if you're someone who wants help with outbound, maybe have some questions on it, that's going to be a great live to go to. So don't forget that one. And we've also got a live on the 12th and the 19th. And then we've got 2 private lives on the 10th and the 17th. If you guys are not premium members yet in the school, I would recommend joining the premium because you get access to these private cohort calls, which are essentially like private premium coaching calls with our premium members. They're awesome. They go over systems that are a lot more in-depth than the ones we do like on LinkedIn Live. So we've got those on the Wednesdays. I haven't filtered these yet. I'm a little bit still trying to figure out my schedule because of the Christmas time and the holidays. So stay tuned for those, but that's going to be awesome. And Ped, good to see you as well from the YouTube chat. Good to have you here. If you guys have any questions throughout the live, you can drop them in the chat and I'll go through them. We're going to start now with some questions from the school community and on LinkedIn, and then we'll kind of dive into questions in the chat as well. So if that sounds good, we'll go ahead and get started. If you're not in the school yet, make sure to join. That's a no-brainer. All right, let's dive into this. Okay, it's 12:07. We've got about 35 minutes of straight knowledge coming into your guys' pockets today. So let's start diving in. I'm going to answer a couple questions first from the school post today. The first one was Celine. She said, how to start from scratch a successful LinkedIn account. Thank you and see you then. Okay, so she's asking basically how to start successfully on LinkedIn if you're just starting out, right? So if you haven't really posted anything on LinkedIn, my really biggest recommendation is to start with your LinkedIn profile. If you haven't done anything yet, that is 100% guaranteed to be the best that you can do, which is simply is your profile photo and your banner. That's a no-brainer. Your headline, so essentially what you do, who you help, and how you help them. I have a really good, let me see, it's in the classroom under 90-day challenge right here on the school. We've got a great profile framework here. It goes over the entire profile breakdown. So how to build your about section, your featured section. It's got everything here. I've also got a resource at the bottom which goes over everything. If you haven't already done it, this is completely free. If you're just starting out, go through this profile framework and go through this 90-day challenge. You'll get everything you need to start LinkedIn. So by the time the new year comes up, you're going to be set. So I'd recommend going through that for the LinkedIn profile, but that'll be really the first thing you can do. Also, real quick, Riza, welcome to the chat. And then also, Justin, good to see you as well, man. Let's go. Yeah, we did change the name to the LinkedIn Boardroom. I thought it was way cooler and it sounds like more premium, so it'll be good for the branding later on. But yeah, the first thing, Celine, is definitely going to be to really ramp up your profile with that. And once you've done that, I have actually been recommending around 3 to 5 posts a week on LinkedIn. What a lot of people don't realize is your LinkedIn content doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be super polished. It really just needs to be about like your personal systems, your strategies, showcasing like what you're doing, what like everything about your business and your brand. That's really the biggest important part about the LinkedIn content, is just make it about yourself. Say things like, here's how I do this. Here's my system for that. Here's my business. Here's my brand. This is how I do this thing. This is how I break down this thing. Just showcase what you do and how you do it versus saying like, here's the platform or here's the top 10 tools. If you share more generic items, the LinkedIn algorithm doesn't really like it. Also, if you're sharing generic, like why would people follow you? It's like, I can just find this probably information on a Google search or like ChatGPT, whatever, right? So I would really focus more on what you can do, what you're doing, and people can follow you just for your specific systems versus just generic stuff that anyone can find, right? So the more specific you are, the more personal you are, it makes people follow you for you versus follow you just because you have some like, you know, good information, right? So you want people to follow you for you. That's like most important part. It's also like how every platform works. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, it's like how all the platforms work. So yeah, that's another great thing you can do. But yeah, so then definitely go through that training there. But yeah, in terms of the LinkedIn profile, the LinkedIn content, really the other big thing is for everyone that's listening right now, that's going to watch this live, do commenting. I actually tested out what happens if I stop commenting for a little bit on LinkedIn, and it destroys your reach. It destroys your follower count, like in terms of growth. It destroys pretty much everything in terms of growth. So if you want to grow on LinkedIn, if you want to get more clients, more followers, more everything, you have to be commenting. Like it's a non-negotiable. You have to do it. So if you just go down your timeline here, maybe follow the right people or use a tool that you can systemize commenting, but comment on very valuable posts that are also in your niche that target your CMICP, and comment on posts. So let's say, for example, I'll scroll down my timeline. I'll comment on 1, 2, 3, let's say 4, 5, all the way to 10 posts in a single day. And then after you've done those 5 to 10 comments in a single day, once you've done that, go to those comment sections of the people you've commented on, go to their comment section and reply to, I don't know, 5 to 10 people in the comment section that are not in your connections already. Let me just a little bigger so you can see it. Like comment on 2nd degree people and 3rd degree people. So I'll just see like, okay, let's say this guy's comment was kind of cool. It made sense. I will now comment on his comments. I'll reply to all these, let's say 5 to 10 times. So you're doing 5 or 10 main comments on different posts. And then you're also doing sub comments on the replies of that post. So you're hitting a lot of new people, 2nd degree, 3rd degree, you're putting your name on the platform. If you do this every single day, we're talking hundreds of thousands of comments every month, just without any content alone, just the comment side. You're going to get a lot more profile views, a lot more views on your content. You're going to have a lot of people going to your newsletter, to your profile, probably to your newsletter and to your videos, let's say on YouTube, or even to your paid offers. So commenting is number one. Celine, if you're doing LinkedIn, you have to do comments. If you don't do comments, you're not going to, like, the growth is very difficult. I've really tested it myself just by stopping comments altogether for like a good week, and it destroys your reach. So you have to have content, you have to have good profile, and you have to have comments. 100% non-negotiables. What's the link to the school community? I don't know if I can actually, can I drop it into the chat? For some reason, I've always been having issues dropping in the chat. Let me see. I think I can do it. Otherwise, if anyone in the chat could help with that. Oh, wait, here. Got it. Oh, Celine, thanks for dropping that as well. You are a gem. Yeah, there's the link. You can join there. Perfecto, perfecto. Okay, but yeah, that's going to be the biggest tip for the commenting side. If you don't do that, then you're kind of cooked. You are cooked if you don't do comments. And Pookie, is that her name? Pookie Boy? That's good. Welcome to the chat. Very interesting name. All right, yeah, so that's gonna be probably the best start for what you can do before the new year. You got about 33 days left, 32 days until 2026, so I'd recommend doing that. And then all next year, guys, we are focusing like this full next month and then the start of next year. We're going to have a full set 12-month blueprint to essentially get you from whether it's nothing or even maybe like a few $1,000s a month in January to then help you go all the way to December, the whole year, to building a successful business on the platform and your brand. So like this is going to be the go-to place if you want to start growing a massive following and brand on the platform for all of next year. It's going to be the place. We're building a lot of new systems. A lot of new items are happening. The algorithm is changing. The YouTube video content's getting better. So there's so much stuff to consume. Yeah, and also, Celine, no worries. Happy to help you there. We've got so much stuff for LinkedIn, so we'll be helping you. Oh, and Fahad, good to see you from YouTube on LinkedIn as well. And Stella, hello. How's it going? How's your Thanksgiving? Hope it was good. Hope everyone had a good day yesterday. Lots of food, lots of good time with your family. Amazing. Okay, so we'll move on to the next question. That was from Celine. Very good question here. Okay, and then we had Justin was asking, could you speak to the length of time it takes to convert browsers into buyers? So again, I guess like lurkers on your profile to actual buyers. I've seen a sweet spot with 90 days, but people have to commit to everyday posting, engaging, etc. Would appreciate insights around this. Thank you. So in terms of how long it would take you to go from a browser to a buyer, it honestly fully depends on how much content you're creating. If you're sending DMs and if you're doing comments, if you're doing all of these things like the everyday posting, the engaging, you name it, you're in a pretty good area of getting leads faster. It really just depends on your business. I've had leads go from, let's say, a prospect in a couple of days to then a client a couple of days later. I've also had people who were like kind of eerie. They took about 2 to 3 months to actually land. And then I've had people who took a couple months and then disappeared. Like I spent all that time with them, they disappeared. They're not even a client anymore. So, or they never were a client to begin with. So that's kind of the problem with this, I guess, answering this question is it's kind of different for every single business, for every type of client. If you are targeting larger businesses, like larger CEOs, they're making a lot more money and they have a lot less time, they're probably easier to land because I've had some clients that are just like, okay, hop on a call, they're good to go. They see they see my profile, it looks great. They literally pay me that day. And I've also have some people that are kind of more just starting out. They're a little bit more stingy with their money, so it takes a little bit longer to land. So I would recommend doing high ticket offers because high ticket offers are easier to sell, easier to keep people long term. And if you're targeting people with also more revenue, they're a bigger, let's say, entrepreneur, they have a bigger business, it's gonna be a lot easier to land in general. So that would be probably my recommendation is if you want to get buyers quicker from browsers, high ticket offers all the way. You can handle less clients, make more money. If you want to nurture longer, really focus on content, then your low ticket offers would probably take a little longer to actually get people to buy it. But once they buy one low ticket offer and they really like it, they're going to easily buy more and more low ticket offers, potentially then upselling to a high ticket. So that's gonna, I would say, based on this question, focus on the type of offer you create, who you're targeting, and that'll actually change that sweet spot of 90 days. Not all clients take 90 days to land. Not all clients take 10 days to land. Not all clients take 2 days to land, right? It's all going to be different. It's all going to be based on those few things I just talked about. And Shanine, good to see you as well in the chat. Happy to help. Yeah, if you have any questions, you can drop them in the chat or in the school, wherever it is, and I'll go over them. Great question, Justin. That was a good one. Okay, the next question we had Francis. When posting on LinkedIn, is it a good idea to use relevant hashtags? If so, what's the right number to use? My best advice for you is no hashtags. No hashtags. They're not good. They look bad. They don't do anything. I'll be honest. People don't like. Do you ever search with hashtags? Like no one does that, right? No one just goes on LinkedIn search and be like hashtag LinkedIn or hashtag growth or hashtags. Like people don't do that anymore. What they search is just relevant keywords. So what I would do is make your post when you create content in the SEO and the actual writing of the post, make it SEO heavy. So if you're talking about, let's say, LinkedIn growth, how to grow using a commenting strategy, add a lot of keywords that people would search up. So let's say like 2026 LinkedIn grow or LinkedIn commenting strategy. Use keywords like that people will actually search, and that way your post is found more. So just make your post relevant to topics that are searched more. And you can even probably do that by going to like Google and just typing in like, let's say, LinkedIn, and you'll oh, maybe not on this one. I'm on Edge, but yeah, on Google, let's see. Let's go to google.com. Okay, if I did google.com, maybe this works. LinkedIn. Okay, yeah, so you even see like what people are searching right now. They're searching like LinkedIn games, login, jobs, premium cost. And you can be more specific, like LinkedIn 2026 maybe. internship, intern, jobs, let's say growth strategy, growth engine, growth rate, growth agency, growth hacks, outsourcing strategies, guide. Let's say how to grow on LinkedIn, 2025 as a business, Reddit as a creator. Like, you can get ideas just putting in different keywords here, and that'll kind of help you know what people are searching. So when you do create, let's say YouTube videos, whatever it is, you can actually create content based on these searches, because this is what people are searching right now on Google. So that's another way to really do it. But yeah, just make your post very heavy in the SEO. Great question. I'll just make sure you know, answered on live. All right. Just so if Francis is not here in the chat. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, no worries. Got you with the tips. Okay, so then that's going to be the questions in here. If anyone else in the chat has questions, feel free to leave them in the chat. And then we'll kind of just start breaking down some of my systems right now. If you were not in the last live, I can break down a bit of the system we're using right now to go from long form video to LinkedIn to school to then upsell high ticket offers. I'm also curious, everyone that's in the chat right now, can you guys drop what you're selling right now? Are you selling high ticket offers, low ticket? Are you selling coaching? Are you selling, let's say, a 3-month program? Are you selling a agency? Like, if you could real quick in the chat, just let me know what you're selling. Just very briefly what you're selling, not like something really long, just a brief explanation of what you're selling. I can then tailor my next little strategy that I talk about to what you guys are selling to kind of help you out on how you're selling it. In the end of the day, when you're creating content on LinkedIn, everyone that's building on LinkedIn, that's trying to create content, that's trying to sell something, is indeed trying to sell something. So they're trying to build their business. So if you're not promoting your products, if you're not promoting your offers, if you're not trying to promote your business, you're really not going to be able to grow your business. Therefore, you can't do LinkedIn long term. You're going to end up going to another job or another 9-to-5 because it's not sustainable, right? So we all want to sell something. Okay, low ticket for me. I'll go over posting videos in just a second. I just want to talk about kind of the flow right now. So when it comes to LinkedIn, LinkedIn is essentially my main hub, right? It's treated as the main hub of the business. So everything essentially goes down into LinkedIn. LinkedIn is where we have our profile, which then takes people to different areas. So from school to LinkedIn to, let's say, newsletter to organic content to the DMs to my company profile. LinkedIn is that main hub. And then we have other hubs around it, which are kind of like sub hubs essentially that bring people to the LinkedIn. Okay, so value email marketing strategy. We've got coaching one-on-one, high ticket packages. So 2 coaching programs. We've got some low tickets, email marketing strategy. I'm assuming that's a high ticket offer. Coaching, high ticket, 3-month program, mid ticket. Okay, so a lot of people are doing 3-month programs. I actually have quite a few clients who are also selling 3-month programs. 3-month programs are probably one of the easiest ones to sell just because you can provide a lot of value in those. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I'm also curious, I'm assuming the 3-month programs are one-on-one coaching, not group coaching, or are these group coaches? Okay, Justin, I have 3 offers, high ticket and a mid ticket and a low ticket, but my high tickets are coming from LinkedIn, from agency, X from my community. Very nice, very nice. Okay, that's pretty smart. I would say 3 high ticket. Okay, yeah, so let me go over this. So really quickly, why is LinkedIn the main hub? Well, for me, LinkedIn is the easiest way to nurture through content. I have content on all platforms, but for me, LinkedIn has been the best content in terms of how many views I get to then how many clients I can get. So let's say on TikTok, I have to get thousands of views for me to even touch any potential prospects. It's the same on Instagram. It's the same on other platforms. But on LinkedIn specifically, if I get 2,000 views and 2,000 impressions, that has actually led me to more clients than on any other platform for 2,000 views. So 1 view is very profitable on LinkedIn, which is why I always recommend this platform, because if you get 2,000 views on Instagram, that's looked upon as that is a horrible video, scrape it. 2,000 views on LinkedIn, however, is pretty solid, also depending on your niche. But I find that the more views I get on LinkedIn, the more profitable it is than any other platform. That's why, and it's a great question, that's why LinkedIn for me is the hub of the entire business. I don't need 100,000 views. I can get 500 impressions on a post that's very specific, tailored to an audience, and that'll actually get me more high ticket clients and more revenue than 500 views on any other profile or any other social platform. So that's the great question. That's why I use LinkedIn first of all. High ticket offer, best to get. Okay, awesome. Yeah, thank you guys for dropping your your tickets and your low and high ticket offers in here. That's perfect. I will use all this information in just a second for one of my next points I'm going to make. But afterwards, after you have that main central hub of LinkedIn, you can then start using other platforms, right? Right now, for the last, let's say, I think it's been 2 to 3 months, I've been testing out YouTube, long YouTube form content, right? So long form YouTube content has also been a very, very, very profitable platform. I think my videos are averaging right now, let's see, I've got 800 views on my video 5 days ago. The one 12 days ago, 1.2K, and then 2 weeks ago, 3.7K. So they're definitely driving views. 3.7K views on on YouTube is absolutely insane, especially for a smaller account, right? And this drives people to my LinkedIn, it drives people to my school community, it drives people to my landing pages where I have my high ticket offers. So I can essentially take my YouTube content and drive it back over to LinkedIn. So we're nurturing with 30-minute videos over here, or 30-minute videos on YouTube. We're also nurturing with LinkedIn content. So once my audience is nurtured enough, they can again go over to my next step, which is, let's say, my lead magnets, my newsletter, my school community. I've got so much value in my free stuff that it makes it worth going towards my free stuff, right? And then, of course, eventually to my paid offers, my content agency, my high ticket stuff, my coaching, you name it. But we use LinkedIn and YouTube essentially right now as the two hubs, LinkedIn being the main hub, YouTube being a side nurturing platform to send people over to school and LinkedIn. Does that make sense for everyone? So also you said one-on-one coaching. Okay, that's perfect to hear. Do you have a blueprint or a framework to succeed on LinkedIn? Yes, I mean, that's what I'm going over right now in the live, but if you haven't already joined the school right here, I'll drop it in the chat as well on YouTube. Let me just drop it in the chat for you guys that are on YouTube. Join the school there. That'll help you a lot with that question. Okay. All right. So then, yeah, so that's going to be essentially the main hub. And then the reason why we're using YouTube and why it's so powerful. Okay. Let me get a sip of water real quick. I have to reset my camera in a second here. Every 30 minutes, my camera cuts out. Let me fix that. Awesome. When you have a DSLR camera and you're streaming or doing any long form videos, they typically overheat or they'll time out. And Canon, the camera that I'm using, doesn't literally have a setting to not time out. So it's been a problem for about 2 years, but we live with it. Yeah, so join the school community. I'll get you in there. And then that's going to be, does anyone have any questions, by the way, with the YouTube and the LinkedIn framework so far? This keyboard, yeah, this keyboard is the Apex Pro. Yeah, SteelSeries Apex Pro. It's pretty nice. It's not the large one, but it's also programmable, so it's pretty nice. And then my mouse is the Logitech G Pro. I've had this for I can't even tell you how long I've had this. It's probably been 7 years. It's a pretty good mouse. And then audio. This bad boy, GoXLR, is pretty nice. They actually don't make these anymore, though. Okay, so moving on, let's continue on with that strategy. So the LinkedIn main hub, the YouTube is a side platform to push more people to LinkedIn, right? So then you have your daily content, or let's say 3 to 5 posts every single week. You've got your commenting strategy. You've got a really, really, really solid profile. You've got all that optimized. So if you have your profile is fully optimized, you got your whole system down, how to get more clients, right? And a lot of that comes down to your positioning. So are you actually targeting the right people? When I first started on LinkedIn, even on YouTube, if you're not targeting the right people, that's like what 99% of people get wrong. They're asking, why do I not get clients? I get views, but no one's actually buying. People are just like going to my newsletter, but they're not buying. It really just comes down to who you're targeting. You're probably targeting the wrong people. You might think you're targeting the right people. You're like, oh, I'm targeting founders and SaaS business owners, and like you're targeting the specific infographic, but it's probably not right. The second that you get it right, you're going to get a lot more people buying your stuff. And the more content you have, the more things you have to nurture, whether it's like lead magnets, whether it's a newsletter, the more items you have to nurture, the easier it is to sell. So if you're targeting the right people, you have enough items to nurture, whether it's content, doesn't matter, whatever it is, you have enough items to nurture, and you're promoting yourself. So you're actually telling people, hey, buy this. This is my exact framework for XYZ. Buy it now, buy it today. closes tomorrow, you have 3 days until it closes and you no longer have access to it. Make it premium, make it hard to get into, and make it very specific. And that's probably how you're going to sell a lot more than if you're just saying, hey, it's Black Friday sale, 50% off today, join. Like, if you're very pushy on people joining your stuff and your paid offers, you're not going to sell as much as if you have an actual set nurturing system that goes from point A to point B, from viewers to followers to buyers. Yeah, Fod, I was a gamer for about 9 years, 10 years. So I basically went from gaming over to a bunch of different niches, eventually to here. How do you convert from LinkedIn? Pretty much what I just kind of talked about. That's kind of like the shortcut for it. I've got tons of other resources on my school I'd recommend checking out, because you can get like the full system there. But it really comes down to nurturing. If you don't nurture, it's very hard to sell. You can nurture through comments, you can nurture through replies, through DMs, through organic content, and just like talking in general. Being active on the platform is going to help you the most. If you're just creating content, you're sending out DMs, and you're commenting because people told you to do it, you're not going to really build that brand. If you're commenting because you want to actually get your more eyes on your stuff, if you're commenting to build relationships, people can see that. So my advice to you is, instead of just trying to have, okay, I'm going to make 5 comments today, I'm going to post once today, I'm going to send out 10 DMs today, instead of having these specific numbers, what I'd recommend is just be active on the platform. Like, use the tools that LinkedIn gives you to be active, to grow more of a following, and to like actually network with people. So I create content once a day. I've been doing that for almost 3 years now. I know how to create content. I scroll my timeline. I find good posts that I really enjoy, that I really believe in, that I find that are very accurate to what I talk about, and I comment on it. I make a solid comment, whether I agree with it, whether I don't agree with it, whether I want to add some value to it. I just have like very genuine conversations with people on these posts. And I also comment and talk to other people in these posts, right? So I'll just go down here and I'll have like genuine conversations every single time that I create comments. So you're not just creating comments because people told you to and it's going to help you build your brand, but do it because it helps you stay active, it helps you grow more of an audience, and helps you build a better network. So just have genuine conversations with people, talk with people, be active, have your little profile photo pop up all the time. And that's what's ultimately going to get people to go to your profile and to trust you more when they're actively seeing you every single day. I've actually had the best thing can ever happen is I've had people that literally will DM me saying like, I cannot stop seeing you on the platform. Like, I see you too much. That is a good thing. If people see you too much, if they see you all the time, that is a good thing, because you know that like that if they can do is see you, that means you're nurturing them every time that they see your comment or your reply or your content. Every single time they see you, you're nurturing them. So it's a good thing for people to be like, yo, stop, get off my timeline. I see you too much. Like, that is a good thing to have. So just being really active, like putting as much out there as possible. Sometimes, I don't say this all the time, but sometimes quantity is actually better than quality. But the best you can do is have quantity and quality. So I'm posting 7 times a week. I'm posting a lot, right? I have the quantity. I'm also posting very valuable content. So I've got the quality as well. And I'm doing this on YouTube as well. I've got 1 video per week on YouTube. I've got our sometimes I do some Instagram content, some TikTok content, but I've also got 2 weekly newsletters that go out. I've got quantity of content, and it's all high value, high quality. So if you can have that quantity and quality mix, you're going to be golden for selling more on the platform. You got a high ticket client because of commenting back in January. Yeah, that's really, really good. I have also gotten quite a few clients from commenting, and quite a few clients from my about section here. So right here, if you guys don't have this already, a simple about section, this has gotten me clients as well. I just talk about what I've done, how many people I've helped in the past, what I'm currently doing. I'm saying like, this is not magic. It's like set systems that I do. And then I say like, well, how we can work together. And then you can join my school community here. And then other ways we can work together. I say like, I have my high ticket, my free. So I just go over like what I offer in terms of me as a creator. And then I say, okay, you can book a call here if you want to create content or build your brand and sell products. And I also said, I'm 1 message away. It's time to build something real. So this has also helped me sell to high ticket clients or get leads, get prospects, whatever it is. It does help to have a very optimized profile. Great questions, guys. Does anyone else have any questions in the chat? Feel free to drop it. We've got another 15 minutes, so you can drop whatever you want in the chat and I'll answer it. For the about section, yeah, I used to do a too long didn't read approach, but I changed it to this one. You could actually go to my profile and copy this, throw it into ChatGPT or Claude, and just be like, okay, here's a high performing about section that works really well. Take this and then you can be like, okay, here's all the information about me. So then give Claude or Chat all the things you sell, give it numbers about yourself, like let's say some testimonials, what you do, who you help, how you help them. You can even feed it like your free stuff, your paid stuff, how you can work together with people, feed all that information and say, based on this high performing about section, write my own based on your items, right? And then it'll rewrite it based on your items, but also use a similar format, and then edit it a bunch. Don't keep it the same. It's not going to be that good, but it'll give you the right format, which you can then go to and obviously edit and make it better. But yeah, you could just copy this one, and like it's been working really well for me. I think it's pretty simple too. It just basically says what I'm doing, what I've done in the past, what I'm doing now, how I can help you, and then what I do in case you find it interesting, you find it useful to you, and then you can book a call with me, right? So that's a pretty simple one. I'd say that's probably the easiest thing to do, is just copy it and then throw it into some AI and see if any LLMs can help you out with that one. That's a pretty easy one. Okay, let's go back to LinkedIn here. More questions. Awesome. Let me go back to school and check on any questions here. I'm sorry, I signed to the live afterward. Please repeat. Okay, Francis, if you're still on the live, no hashtags. No hashtags. Just use relevant search SEO in your post to get that people actually search for. Great question, man. No hashtags. I can't even spell right now. Search for. Awesome. All right, reply to you, Francis. Awesome. Any more questions here? I think there's some questions on this one, maybe. Nah, these are all from the live. Okay, awesome. So I think we're caught up on the school. We're caught up. All right, a couple questions. I'm getting profile views like 40 to 60 after it posts, but not leads from it. What is the thing that can go wrong here? Well, it's a couple different things. One, the profile views could be because they're trying to, let's say, copy your items. I've had people who, like, I'll make a post about something and let's say optimize my profile, right? And they'll come to my profile to basically copy different things like my about section or like my headline, or they want to just see what I'm doing, maybe like look at my website and like get some inspiration from that. I'll have profile views like that. I'll have profile views that are just people plain on interested in what I'm doing. Maybe like they're trying to build on LinkedIn as well, so they want to like check out how I'm doing it. It's another good way. But if you're getting profile views and no one's actually buying from it, you might not have a proper flow on the profile. So from your profile, do you send people somewhere? Like, is it a landing page? Is it a newsletter? Like, where do you send people to? You need to have a proper nurturing flow that goes from point A to point B, whether it's your profile to like a newsletter. Then in your newsletter, you have a welcome email. And then from there, you have like a sequence of like an email course. And then you send people to like a paid offer. It's very, I need to know your actual structure, but it's very important to have that step by step going from viewer to follower to buyer. That's very important. So I think your flow might need to change. Okay, Adam, can you check my about section? I wrote this and think it may need some adjustments. Had some feedback, just wanted some thoughts. Okay, yes, I can do that for you really quickly. What was your, let's see. Adam. Okay. Oh, are you here yet? Okay, there we go. Remember, because your second name is always so long. Okay, cool. Are your about section? Let's see. Are you a finance student that's having difficulty in preparing? Okay, better yet, have you filled an attempt? Okay, so 2 relatable items. It's really good. All right, introduction. What you do? Okay, you're okay. 15 years is really good. So far, you've done this. Your offer. Okay, you got a power hour here, very nice. You've got your monthly ongoing accountability packages, nice. All I asked, we put in the work together, nice. Awesome. No, this is really good. The accountability thing, like the DM me for this, that's never really worked too well for me. I know it works for some people, but yeah, I'd be curious to see if this works for you. But this is a perfect example, man, of like a good about section. This is beautiful, good stuff. I think that'll work really well for you, Adam. That should work really well for you. I love that. Plus the content, yeah, that's gonna be good. But yeah, I would just like, that's a perfect example. Just do more like that. If anyone else is working on their about section, just do something like this, and that's gonna work really well. That's gonna work really well. I can also let me check like someone big. Let's say Matt, for example. You You can also look at theirs for some inspo, but he does pretty much the same thing. What he's done, his mission, what he helps with, his portfolio, so like what he does, and then like links to like where you can find him, book now, his courses, his other social media. It's all about the same. It just really depends on how you frame it, how you word different items. But yeah, that's pretty much like the best type of about section. That's really good. Okay, perfect. Helps a lot. Yeah, no worries. That's why I'm here. Always happy to help. You guys can answer any questions you want. Okay, so that's profile views. That's the about section. We got LinkedIn. We've got YouTube. Beautiful. Very nice. Just making sure I didn't miss any questions in the chat real quick. I know they're just going kind of fast. Okay, I think we're caught up so far. Yeah, if you feel free to keep asking questions, guys. I'm gonna be here for another like 5-ish minutes. The entire recording is also gonna be uploaded, so if you did miss anything on the recording or on the live, don't worry, you can watch the whole thing back. It's totally fine. Okay, so that's really good. Francis, you said cool. I heard it. Okay, awesome. You heard that time. Glad I was able to help that. And then really quick too, guys, after this live, we've got another one next week, which is going to be based on outbound. So if you need help with outbound connections, replies, DMs, etc., don't forget to add this one to your calendar. You can just go here, and then it'll be on Friday, the 5th of December. Don't forget to come to that one. It's going to be a really, really, really good live. I think I actually, you know what I just realized? Hold up. I'm pretty sure I'm not even home for this. I might have to reschedule this one. Low key, I think I forgot. Oh yeah, I get home at 11:45, so I need to push this back a little bit. Oops. Oopsies. Adam, that worked for another client. Okay, yeah. So if the DM thing works for you, that's perfect. Then keep doing it. I've had it where it works sometimes it didn't. So that's totally fine. Okay, in terms of posting videos, Selena, are you talking about YouTube videos, LinkedIn videos, or what's the exact question on the video side? Because my current system for videos is once a week I post a YouTube video, right? I'll post a very high quality, like yesterday or last week's video was 24 minutes, and I've got like my CTAs here. We've got all the information on the video, and this nurtures people like crazy because it goes over my system, right? It's just a raw video. It's really good. And then from there, we'll post a short snippet of the video onto LinkedIn. So I'll post the YouTube video on Sunday at 7 a.m. I will then post the snippet, the teaser, on LinkedIn on the same day, the same time the video goes out, to kind of boost the YouTube video. I also send out a newsletter on LinkedIn, a newsletter on my Beehive to also promote the video. So that's really like the way I use the YouTube video to kind of promote my school community and to promote my LinkedIn channel. But I typically post just one video on YouTube every week, and then for LinkedIn, usually one video a week. I don't post too many videos. I really focus on carousels more and personal images more. I think it's a lot more powerful. I think it works a lot better. It also depends on your niche. If people like your video content, if you're good at video content, if you can talk in front of the camera, like all these things matter, honestly, when it comes to actually creating video content. So the more you create video, the easier it gets. Okay, so no, short format. Okay, so for short format, on, let's say, I guess like Instagram. Okay, so what I would do when I used to post short form, I don't do as much anymore because I focus on long form. But for short form, what I would do that worked well was to create one short form, right? And I would post it onto LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. So I'd post that short form on all of them, and I'd basically send everyone to my LinkedIn profile or to my lead magnet, which was my 5-day email course. So you can do the same thing. I think it was like 2 to 3 videos a week I would do for video. Video worked really well with the new algorithm. People used to just post the video and just have like a header and that's it. But with the new algorithm, it's like a AI text based, you have to create video content on LinkedIn and then add a lot of text with the video. So you can't just post a video and be done. You need to post the video, but also add text to it that's relevant to the post. So the algorithm can find it and push out the post to specific, like just the right people. If you don't, like LinkedIn doesn't know how, like who the video is for, who to send it to, like who should see it. So make sure you have the video content and then also the text content. That's very important too. But yeah, 1 long form YouTube, 3 short form that goes to Shorts, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, and then I would say like 2 carousels and a couple personal images, and you're golden. That's the easiest way too. But like video is not required. Like it's not one of those things you have to do, but it does help a lot because a lot of people are visual learners. They're also they love to watch videos to learn. So I would just base it off of your audience, what they like to do, you name it. People have been complaining about LinkedIn reach. What's your take on this? Oh, 100%. I mean, I don't see why you'd complain. You just got to fix your strategy. I made actually a video on this the other day. I got 4,000 views on here, and it goes over. It's I would, if you guys haven't watched this yet, this is a must watch. This is a 14-minute video on the new LinkedIn algorithm and why people are getting less views and how to actually fix that to not get less views. I would never complain. Complaining is useless, because if you complain, it's like, okay, whatever, like, fix it, like, do better, you know. That's my take on that, though. It's kind of useless to complain about algorithms. Instead, what you could do, instead of renting your audience on a platform like LinkedIn, you could rent your audience on LinkedIn, but then also send your LinkedIn audience to your newsletter, to your school community, to your YouTube channel. Send people to other platforms. Don't just rely on one platform to succeed forever. If you rely on one platform, you get banned on LinkedIn, let's say like next year, somehow, accidentally, whatever, you lost everything, right? If you have a newsletter, if you got a YouTube channel, if you've got an Instagram, like you have other platforms to still run your business and to fix it, right? So, and if you record content daily, you are in a good position there. That's really good. I would say really try to post YouTube content. I started YouTube for a while, and then I stopped because I couldn't stay consistent, and I started again. And recently I was only getting like 400 views. Like this one got 1.1, 200 views, 300 views. All of a sudden I was getting 3.7, 1.2. I'm getting thousands all of a sudden. It's really driving a lot of results to LinkedIn, to my school, you name it. So I would recommend to start posting a lot of long form content if you can. And you can even chop it up and post short form, but long form has been just absolutely amazing. So if you can, I would recommend trying it out. Yeah, Instagram is a great platform too. Does anyone else in the chat have any questions? It's 12:45. I have another call in about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So I'm going to wrap it up here and probably head off here shortly. But were there any other questions that anyone wanted to ask me before I headed out here? It's been a really good live so far. It's been awesome questions so far. I appreciate you guys all asking questions and just being part of the live. These are awesome to do. I love doing these. These are so much fun. I think I also had to film my YouTube video after this too. So I wrap it up here shortly. Get some more coffee. Ooh, some coffee sounds pretty solid right now. I could definitely use a cup. Oh, move that. Okay. All right. From YouTube side, we're good. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I think we're pretty set. If there's no other questions, I'm gonna wrap it up and drop the recordings live for you guys, so you can all watch those. Let's see. How do you even find that live? Okay. That's good. Josh, you're good. Fahad, yep. Thanks for asking those questions, man. It's awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to call it. There's no more questions, so we're going to call it for today. It's 12:46. Great live. I had a lot of fun. Thank you guys for tuning in. This was absolutely amazing. If you're going to be here every time on the live, that's amazing, man. I appreciate it. I'm happy to answer your questions. It's free time you can use to just ask whatever you have. If you just want to pop in and say hi, like, that's cool too. Don't have to stay here long, but always here if you need anything. Thanks guys for tuning in. It's been awesome. I'll drop the recording on YouTube and on school, and it's also going to be on LinkedIn, so you can watch there if you miss anything. But that's going to be it. If you haven't already, you can join the school and you'll find all the new classroom items. We've got the 1 million framework that's coming soon. This one right here. We've got the course for our premium members. So if you're not a premium or a VIP member, I'd really highly recommend joining that. You'll get access to everything. From our weekly cohorts to our monthly, our monthly one-on-one private coaching, weekly cohorts, our paid sponsors. There's so much in there, so don't miss out on it. You get your money back pretty quickly just from doing all these things. Okay, awesome. I'll see you guys soon. How you retrieve a logged in video from School Live? Just go to Classroom and then replays here, and then you'll see it here. But it's also going to be on YouTube. Just go to my YouTube channel, you'll find it. Awesome, guys. Take care. Have a great Thanksgiving. Have a great end of your November, and I'll see you guys in the start of December or on my LinkedIn content.